Okay.
Yes.
We will be approaching orbit in approximately 2 minutes.
Thank you.
No problem. So yeah, there isn't long before a big ball. Well, I mean, if anybody's up front...
I know the perfect name.
Celeste.
No.
Well, there goes the other one off the shortlist.
No, I wasn't used to that.
Mostly landmass covered ball ahead.
Okay, we'll start sensor checking for the location of the base.
Cool. Roll electronics.
I believe I have to roll the ship's sensors.
Yeah.
So I got 11. I don't know what the ship's sensors are.
Cool. You managed to pick up. There only seems to be one inorganic.
Seems about right, like what our information was.
How far away do we park?
Is it like a forested planet, or is it like there's no cover?
So yeah, it's fairly flat. There is vegetation, but a lot of it's not overly tall. There are rocks.
How tall?
Well.
How tall? Okay.
Some of the rock formations you'll be able to hide
just like what I'm looking for is how far away do we have to park, and how annoying would it be to use that as cover to get to it? How long would that take, and how far away?
You probably want to park at least a couple of clicks away.
Yeah, because the horizon will do our...
But there's enough... Thankfully, it's not so barren that there's enough vegetation and stuff that you'd be able to... And rock formations, you'd be able to zip between them on the way there and use them for cover.
Okay. Land, couple of clicks away. Ship, keep your sensors on passive. If anyone approaches that isn't us, let Crane know, and he will decide what to do from there.
Will Mr. not be going with you?
No, I have made this decision. I'm about to inform him. Keep this compartment locked.
Of course.
If anyone tries hacking you or interfacing with a terminal in a way that they are not allowed, you will contact me.
I fill the compartment with gas.
And
that's what the surface looks like.
It's beautiful. Should listen to poet. What do I blow up first?
So yeah, okay, you guys are boots on the ground now. You take it?
Yep.
So is it flat to the base, so you can't get Overwatch?
It's mostly flat.
Right, let's sneak up to the base, because I basically want to get near it and radar through it to see what we can... Motion detector through it to see what we can get.
Anyone outside?
Actually, while we're at my ranger way, I will scope up and see if I can see anyone outside, see if I can detect the things.
Also do that and share it with Tiala if she wants to take a peek for something she didn't bring binoculars.
Don't use.
No, you can look down a scope.
I know, but I'll let him tell me what there is.
There appears to be... you can see the facility. It's not a ship, it is a facility.
Yeah.
There does appear to be somebody in... Well, get up on the roof with a gun, basically. All suited up.
Can I zoom in and try and analyze and try and get a picture? Is it heavy, medium, light? Profile?
It's pretty light armor.
Their gun is a sniper rifle of some kind?
Yes.
One long rifle on the roof.
Is it clear to take?
Moving back and forth. I don't know if we want to take yet. I will watch. I'm going to watch him to see if there's obvious signs of communication happening at regular intervals. And I will watch for about half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I will watch until I see him communicate, and then I will watch again until he does it again to determine the communication intervals. If he doesn't communicate at all, visibly, do the thing or anything, within that half hour, I will assume that he is either not communicating at all, or has wired up a non-physical means of doing it, and therefore we don't know when to take him. So I will watch and wait.
Okay. Do another spot check, because you're going to see some things, but I want to... Actually, wait. Do you have tactics?
Yes, I do.
Well, that'd be that instead. That makes more sense.
$19.
Okay. About 15 minutes in, he seems to get on the comms, and he seems to be on there for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then he goes off for about a minute, and then starts talking again, and then he's silent for another, like, if you're still watching, like 20 minutes after that. Basically, like, made that role seems to be like, what you can get, like, he seems to just be casually talking as opposed to reporting in. There doesn't seem to be any,
Bad news.
like, regular...
He seems to actually just be engaged in some kind of intermittent conversation with someone else. Which means
We can't disable them.
we can't take him out.
Can we tap that though?
I will try.
Okay.
Try and tap his
How
signal.
close are you when you're trying to...
I'm at max sniper range, so I'm about a click away.
Yeah.
I can get closer.
You will have to get closer.
Okay.
Just make
Can I
a-
also judge from his movements around there while he was moving that he's not really paying attention to his job?
Oh no, he's like just ambling along. He's just ambling in a vague circle, like no real...
Okay.
I mean, there's just a pattern in the sense that he's just going around.
Well, then we'll utilise this.
Okay. I will utilize this pattern to... Oh, and I'll be like, increase caution levels. And we'll get about 400 yards closer.
Yeah, you will... There's, in the center of the building, there's like some kind of dish. So every so often he just briefly disappears from sight and he wanders behind it. Because it's
Okay.
about the height he is.
The dish is like just like a positioned
Yeah, it's
comms
not moving
dish.
or anything, it's just...
Comms dish on the roof. We'll have to take that before we do anything else. We don't want them squeaky. When I'm closer, now I will try.
Yeah, like a hacking, I suppose, roll?
AI hacking.
Isn't it just normal hacking, or is it only AI? Isn't it?
It's AI. It's called hacking on the sheet, but
Yeah.
in the book, the skill is AI hacking,
Oh, okay.
and it's for virtual intelligences and things like that. I think this might be
Is
a
electronics a separate
decryption roll.
decryption?
Decryption sounds more like it.
Yeah, okay, decryption then. Because I'm like, I know it's not damping.
No, it's not damping. Damping
It's
would
not
be
repair.
interfering with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll still do a hacking roll if you want me to, but
No, that makes more sense.
crap. There was another dice in here, and I don't actually remember which one I dropped.
You can always just reroll.
Both of you over here. Blue die?
Both a new die.
The new
They're
one.
both not a new die because they both.
Yeah, they touched. You're right.
That's more than you try to get a roll.
Wow, that's a good number. I think, man, this dice is actually a bit confusing to read. I should really not use it, but I like
You've
it.
got over 20, I'm guessing?
Easy.
Yeah.
It's a 15 on the die, and my decryption is 17.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, you've got it. So
Okay.
I'm guessing you're just tapping it and then listening to see what...
I will put it on TAC channel 4,
Yeah.
and I'll just listen, just for a bit, while watching.
Now, Rosa's just lying in a divot in, like, English-style sniper thing, so long period to rest and just watching him through the scope.
Gotcha.
Someone shift over yet. This is so boring. Nothing is out here. This is a dead planet. No one's in the system.
They weren't in the system yesterday. They weren't here 2 weeks ago. They're not going to be here next week.
You still have to wait another 5 hours, pal. Oh, come on, man. This is just torture. There's nothing out here.
And I'm never going to get that battle against you.
And it's basically that kind of...
When does it stop? How long do his general
Oh.
stop period? And is he the one that initiates reconversation?
Yes, he is always the one that initiate. From what you can gather. I mean, how long are you listening for?
An hour.
Yeah, okay. So it's random each
Not
time.
a Citadel hour, our world hour, so about, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll keep listening while we inch closer.
I mean, sometimes he'll go for 15 to 20 minutes without saying anything, and then he'll ramble on, and then... Ramble on!
Okay, so here's the thing. We want to disable that satellite. I don't want to know what it's doing, but can I find out if that satellite dish is in constant use or if it's just not transmitting?
Make another, description.
4. And this was also still in here. That's a 3 on the dice, so 20 total.
It doesn't seem to be in... it seems to be... Okay, you would pick up that it seems to be receiving but not sending.
Interesting. Receiving constantly.
More like it's just sending out to check if there's anything possibly incoming, but it's not actually sending.
Okay.
It's receiving a message constantly. It's just
Oh, it's trying to receive.
Yeah.
It's more like it's just in standby,
yeah.
and if anything comes in, it'll pick
Okay.
it up. But yeah.
So here's the thing. Mr. Roof Person is in infrequent communication. Yeah, there are long gaps, about 15 minutes. He usually initiates. I want to take on. I have a plan. Give me a few minutes. On my Omni tool, I'm going to take the recording that I have of him and take out select words like "fuck you" or and I want to put them on ready triggers to play through on that channel.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
So if anybody communicates,
and phrases like "oh God, come on, no one's here," and "I want my ship," just like about 10 of his most common complaint phrases and refutations to them and whines.
Yeah.
Okay, put them on there, ready to go. Wait for him to stop talking one last time. We are going to drop him now. Aim! Camp! Using the crane towel. You will also want to shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
That way... beef.
You can do that long, you don't miss.
No,
you roll a 1.
No, but the thing is, it's like...
Thanks, Stephen.
there is a limit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to the refresh point, basically. I can't go all the way down. But you're pretty much not wrong. So
He's got no cover right now. He's silhouetted against the sky.
Oh God! So don't fuck me! 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 And well, it's a crit. Not a natural 20, but it's a crit.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
Can't.
So no, not you. You go out.
I'm guessing because you were aiming at his head or by body mass. Yeah, I figured.
Oh, there'll be a minus on that, so it might not be a crit now.
That'll still be a crit. What did you get as well?
Bad. 24 to hit.
Were you going for a head too?
No, the chest.
Oh, you definitely hit him now.
Okay, so my damage, therefore, is 2d10 plus 1 times 3. But the first 5 damage goes against shields, and the rest of the so if I remember how the critical rules work that you said about this is it's 5 off for each multiplier on a crit. So I lose 5 off of each one, so it's 15 against shields and the rest against meat.
The thing is, all you need to do is get through the shields, because that's a headshot. Like, it doesn't matter what the damage is after that.
Well, I mean, he could survive it if it's low damage, but it ain't gonna be.
No, see, that's a different null thing, that one.
Okay, so I pretty much do 10 damage plus 1, so 5 against shields, 15 against shields, and 15 into the head.
He's gone.
And I have plus another d6 on the sneak attack roll. So, okay, he's down.
And I did a 2 and a 9 firing at the same target.
Cool.
So, in other words, yeah, even if you didn't take the shields, if you didn't, have the shield penalty, you would have at least whittled away the shields.
Well, the good thing is it's
Or you
2d10,
shot-
so if he'd had 10 shields, I could have got some shot through.
You did have 10 shields.
Oh. Well, shields are down and you got into him.
Yeah.
Shared kill.
Yeah, I was going to say, your rifle will probably be faster even if you both fired at the same
And,
time, just because it's high velocity,
Yeah.
so...
And Tiala was keeping an eye on the surroundings at the same time,
Well, using
providing
camping.
tactical cover during the operation.
Well, that's what you do. You guys are both camping. What does the third person do?
You've got to keep your eyes
Got to
open.
watch everything else.
And watch their back, and yeah.
Yep.
Right. So I'm keeping listening on that channel permanently now, in one ear, and I'll have their channel come through the other ear. Just like a SWAT guy. And we'll move in. I still want to keep an eye out. I still want... Should we put the
No,
on next time?
I'm good. No, I worked this morning, so I'm
Trying
Try to stay awake.
yeah.
So we'll move in, and I want to keep... every time I stop and wait for the catch-up, I want to scan the area for, sensors and other things they've got in place. Every
Lines.
Okay.
time. What do I roll for that?
Just perception, I imagine.
I want
Tactics.
to use my knowledge... Yeah, I was going to say, I want to use my knowledge of tactics to guide where I would put them and therefore look better.
Tactics makes more sense.
Oh, sweet! Nice. That's a 10 on my first one.
Okay.
I won't see shit with that.
You don't see anything.
24.
You also don't see anything.
16.
You don't see anything.
Okay. Next, right, do it again. Nat 20. For a total of 28.
You don't see any external security measures of any kind.
Okay. We'll carry on up, plaster ourselves against the side of the building, and I'll activate my motion detector radar.
Question, what side are you...
Which side did we land against, Norm? Because we go in a straight line.
There's only-
basically.
Yeah.
You would go towards the first entrance before we do a full perimeter sweep.
So I'm assuming you were heading towards the entrance, which is that black blob and...
Yeah.
So we'd probably
Yeah.
be here,
Yeah, okay.
pressed up against the wall.
That
Cameras.
black blob is it's like an airlock alcove thing that sticks out.
We want to keep our eyes peeled for cameras and motion detector bubbles and things like that. As
Oh,
well.
you would have noticed approaching... I'll give this to you because you just made a tactics roll, but it's more perception than this to you. The front, airlock thing seems to have clear doors.
Oh,
window
then we
doors.
will definitely not want to be in visual range of that until we want to look
It
through
doesn't
them.
appear to be any other windows you can see though.
Okay, so I'm just firing off my motion detector. It has a 100-foot range.
Yes.
I want to see what movements are happening. I mean, how big is the building actually, in terms of feet,
Okay.
dimensions?
$130.
Well, shit.
Bottom to top.
And lengthways?
It's almost squarish, so I'm guessing it's going to be about the same as the
So I can cover most of it with my DAR.
Gator.
Andrew.
In fact, if I send you two down to the other two corners, we
That's slightly-
cover the whole thing.
Slightly wider. 140 wide.
Yeah, so I'll send you two down to the other two corners here, so we can accumulate our motion tracker data into one big image and cover the whole building.
To give us a
Not an estimate, an accurate count on how many moving people in there, because the next thing is to fire off the actual energy source radar as well. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll see how many moving things are in there.
Okay.
Now, the motion detector basically works in that it gives us movements, and it will categorize moving things from the creature scale of tiny to colossal. nothing smaller and nothing bigger.
I'll switch out a sniper rifle back to assault rifle.
Yeah, I've already done that.
I'll just switch to this one.
Right, I want to do a ping with normal radar.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see, is there any of those movement traces that don't match up to an energy source on the radar?
That don't match up?
Yeah.
No, all of them have energy sources.
So all of them are wearing armor of some kind. Let's not assume anything. Check your targets before firing. Right, I'm going up to the roof. Mass Effect grav boots on, walk outside of war. It ain't no thing. Onto the roof.
You don't even have to. No,
Nope.
you wouldn't even have to make a move silently because you've got those padded things.
Those are... I need to buy some new sets. Those will be wearing thin by now. Because I keep forgetting to
Actually,
take
this
them off.
place is. They'll probably be fine for me now, but the ground here is actually kind of gooey, so it might fuck them up.
In that case, when I get up to the roof, if the ground is gooey, I'll take those pads off and get my other set and put them on. And I will just take these used pads, I will put them in an evidence bag, zip them, and stow them. So that I don't leak, I don't leave them lying around.
So
Right.
Logan is on the roof,
Okay, first things first, move over to body check.
checking if it's dead.
Dead.
Yeah, oh, it's dead.
The head is gone and there's two
Okay.
neat holes in the chest.
Rifle? Rifle? Is it any good?
It's intact, if that's what you mean.
Set aside. Check him for nice things. Everything except his armor.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's got the omni-tool cores. Apart from that,
No security pass.
Okay, take him out of his armor.
yeah.
Put the armor over there. Just roll the human away. Right, transmitter. I would like to interfere with it in such a way that it still thinks that it's listening, and if anyone checks, it will look like it, but basically it's cut off. I just want to loop it.
I was just thinking you will actually have to make another, like a move silently roll just for scrambling around on the roof and moving your body around and so
Yeah.
forth.
Well, I will be careful. 10.
No, you're alright.
Just waiting for someone to call up and say, "What are you doing up there?" In which case, I've got one ready. It's like, "Fuck you! There's nothing up here. There's nothing
I
down
guess
here."
what somebody did hear you just. But no, they rolled pretty bad. On the
Right. So now that that's all done, one thing I will bundle it all up and tie it all together so it's like a quick evac off. So I can just lower it with my grapnel gun line down to the ground, get them to take it off, and stow it somewhere over there out of the way, because I don't really want to have to come back up to the roof if we have to go with Plan B.
Okay.
But yeah, so just take some extra time to do that. Then disable the transmitter with a handy roll of. Oh no, that's only 13, and my decryption is 17, so that's only 30.
I mean, the honest thing is you don't know if it's worked.
No, I don't know. And I don't need any indication. I believe it's worked.
Yes.
While I'm in there, the frequency it's on, I'll just copy that down.
Oh, okay.
You never know. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm up here, I'm like, there's no roof access. There's no roof access.
It's on the. You actually got. Yeah, it's upside down technically. Well, if you're doing north, south, east, west. So yeah, it's technically on the north wall. There's a run. There's basically runs going on.
Okay, I'll take a peek over the top of the north wall to see if there's a back door.
There is not, but you do see the runs going down.
Oh, for the love of God, why? Wait, you did say it was all transparent, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
I'll have a little look. Get ready to cover me. Oh, you guys can come back to the front now, by the way. Drink the front.
You can see there's basically a simple control panel there that opens the airlock. It doesn't seem to be like anything to lock it. It looks like you just have to jam your hand against it and it opens the door. There's a panel underneath that might be a manual override based on the designs of these things you've seen.
Good. I'll relay this.
You look through, and then there's the airlock chamber, and then the next door's also got a clear view, and you can see there's a desk, and there appears to be a human male in armor with his helmet off, just casually sitting in a chair at the desk. He looks like he's looking at a data pad or something, just casually.
Go. So inside the airlock, I can get out of sight in like the side on the side of the door.
If you push up, if you lean up right against the, you'd be able to do
Okay, I'm going to do that. Drop my tactical cloak and recover my points.
Okay.
Open inner airlock
The inner one, okay.
and tactical cloak.
Keep stance.
Well,
I'm just curious about the motion. Are you
I'm just like getting
disappearing
out
around?
from the side,
Okay, that's
and then I want to quickly look around to see what would be the objections to moving in and moving forward.
spot check.
Security mix on the wall.
Well, that's a 1. That 1.
Yeah.
Pots and pans happening.
Just a guy leaning at a desk. There's there's just like some plants and stuff in this little lobby
Aim.
area.
Aim again. Aim. Shoot. I think that's the actions correctly noted out.
Cool shot, or just
I can only see his head.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us to start coming in? Or?
You can't. The airlock inner door is open. Most airlocks will not let you open an outer door. So, you'll know to come in when I give the signal. Oh, that's not great. That's 10 on the die, which is not a crit. Now we start adding shit up. Okay, because this is a sneak attack, and it is from camp, I get plus 5, 15, Bab 3 to 18, plus 2 to 20. Oh, scope mod, yes. Scope mod. I should have activated assassination. Why didn't I do that? Why do I never do that?
You probably didn't think of it.
It wouldn't
They
have
are.
helped, but I should have. Where are you?
You've already got him. You can
Plus
keep adding
5.
if you want, but
Yeah, there was another plus 5. Right, now I have to roll damage, and his shields will... I wonder if shields work while you're sitting in a chair. Without a helmet.
I don't know, but
they still
Well,
work without a
if
helmet.
any rifle has a chance of getting through it,
They still work without a helmet, but yeah.
I should, so it is D10s. Rolled in sequence. First shot, 8. If it's against shields, it's a 6. Second shot, 10. If it's against shields, it's an 8.
He's dead.
If it was against not shields, then it's plus 2 on that.
he's very dead.
It's one and then the other, of course, yeah.
Splat, splat, blut, blut, and 11, 9 million, whatever. Right, okay, he's down. Don't hear anything over the comm frequency. Okay, I'll take a better look around the room I'm about to enter. That's a 9 on the dice, that's better. And spot being 8 is a number. Work brain, 17?
That's enough. What you missed the first time and have picked up this time is there is a camera inside the room up on the ceiling in the center of the room.
Good
On the far wall.
fucking thing I haven't gone in yet. Camera on far wall.
You make a tactics roll actually now that you've spotted it.
14.
You're not 100% sure, but looking at the position of the camera and the desk, you figure that while, even if you were crouched down, the camera would see you. If you literally did a combat crawl across the ground, the desk might block, allow you to get up against the far wall.
which is where I need to get through the door to where the dead human is. I'm going to try and damp the camera. I then do that.
Okay.
Elbows only combat crawl, otherwise your butt sticks up. Okay, I'll damp the camera and then they can come in. You can come in, I hope.